We're just gonna wing multiple messages. I'm not really sure what is gonna happen in the long run in the world. Most of us don't even know how deep it is with the shit that's happening around the world because they're hiding it from us. But those of us who are tapped in can tell that there's some things happening that are shocking other people. And then you have this toxic pride and ego of the more that you tell us that we can't, the more that we can. And I'm speaking to people higher up on the food chain. I really thought that in certain situations, people would start reflecting on how they acted, especially when they saw themselves on video possibly, or they need to see how they're acting, how they've acted in the past. I hope that helps because it's concerning to me, and I know that they're using hologram type things, but if somebody made a hologram of me and had me saying some shit that was foul or just downright embarrassing, I would have to go handle that. I would go to the source and find that out. Be that detective. Exit. Ride. This could be rodeo too, but exit and ride. I want to get off this ride. That's the first thing I thought. I'm done with this. It's not doing anything for me. It's actually making me queasy. It's making me sick. Please stop the ride. I want to get off. Tell me about this, please, with this ride that somebody or some people want to get off. It feels like running and never getting anywhere. Running on empty. It's killing me, literally. I'm draining myself. I'm not getting anything out of this. Queen of Cups, you could be a Scorpio female. This could even be, tell me about this, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. These two people aren't even looking at each other. I want to get off this ride. There's a man, they were at one point a loving couple. A divine feminine. This guy wants a divine feminine. This woman here, it could be a white man with a black woman or vice versa. This could be an interracial relationship, but it feels to me like someone's looking at this woman here. This one's looking right at death. He can tell. They played knocking on heaven's door, but it doesn't feel like that's where she's going. He's realizing that I actually invested my time in a woman who wants to see me dead. She likes to see me sick, or she likes to see me down and out. Now here's this other one over here, this Empress here. What's up with this one? Oh, she's beautiful. It's a difference in how two people look. Health. This one's healthy. This one looks sick, sits there. There's no personality. There's no life in one. This one is single. This one is so pretty, or just the difference is blowing my mind. It feels like comparing the two. This already happened, and that's why he's like, I want to get off this ride. Yeah, this is a relationship. Comparing when it comes to the love that he was shown, the attention that he was given, the commitment that was there. Taurus, Scorpio are the majors here. The ability, excuse me, to still be a child in some ways, constantly looking at things through the eyes of a child is what I want now. What I wish for. What I desire. PD, PW, MI. Pay per minute. Permanent premenstrual syndrome. I want to find something. How long did this go on for? It feels like this shit. If you're asking to exit the ride. Well, you know what? For somebody, it could have been immediate. And sometimes you get on the roller coaster and you can tell before it starts, and you're like, you know what? I'm getting that feeling. He had that feeling and he ignored it. Now, somebody here, you went on the loop way too long, sir. Way too long. Now, I guess this person wants to be more of an advocate. This feels like going on a different path and wanting justice. And I think that at first, maybe he was taking so long because he was trying to get this woman back for some things. It's better to just cut the shit and let karma take place. Oh. I used to go to the gym. I used to eat healthy. I used to make protein shakes. I used to get up just because. Now I'm sleeping all day and I'm eating shitty food. Icy. That came out yesterday, right? Very cold woman as opposed to one with warmth. What a difference. And ew. Grew. Let's talk about grew. Even my grass grew when she was here. My light, everything grew when this one was in my life. This may be an ex of yours. Or you remind him of someone maybe that he had in his life that could have passed away. But he's starting to see the differences in between. Yeah, nothing's growing here. I don't feel like there's any sex, or he doesn't want to have sex with this woman. I was stronger. I had more energy with this other one. Yeah, I was up and out the door. I used to run. Now I want to run from her. You know what? Incorporate those two. If you don't have the means right now to leave and you're stuck with her in the house, just get out and assume that every time you get out of the house and start running again, then you're just getting further and further away from her. I sabotaged my business. I did this impulsively because either she had money or she told me that she had money, and maybe this is my fault, taking accountability. Yeah, I was going through struggle. She had something, and I didn't have it, and that's what was keeping me there. But the universe is trying to say that, yeah, I'm having a hard time manifesting at this point because my vibe is down. I feel sick all the time. If you're thinking that you have to receive money first before leaving, it's the opposite. The universe or your ancestors or whatever you believe in wants you to leave first and take that shot. And then, because they're blocking something, there may be something on your phone or a text message or an email or a phone call that you wind up getting immediately when the universe knows. Now, there's a guy here who has said that he's leaving because he was trying to get the reward impulsively, and the ancestors, the universe was like, we know whether you're legit or not. We're going to wait until we actually know, because right now you're still trying to play both sides, right? That card didn't even have to come out. I can feel it. He has a hard time letting go of things. This could be a guy that hoards things and keeps things that have no meaning. There's no sentimental value. It's the same thing with this relationship. You leave because you know that it's not good for you, and the universe knows that as your final answer. You're not phoning a friend. You don't need a 50-50. And I promise you something will come through almost immediately. But if you go and you get that something, and then now you just want to be that guy that's like, well, let me test this theory and go back, you will lose that something almost immediately. That's how it's going to go, and that's that. Stay tuned. There's an extension for something that you apply for, a loan maybe, some kind of extension on something, that's going to come through. For someone else, it's benefits that were being held up, and you think it's the system and you can't get any assistance on it. They have no answer for you. It's because it's being held up by another type of being. Give me something, another message for someone else, please. For that, another message for someone else, please. Put a bachelor or bachelorette party on my credit card and never got paid back. Showing up to Thanksgiving high and had no choice but to simply piss my pants. Sounds like a winner. Tell me about the bachelorette or bachelor party on my credit card. Never got paid back. This sounds like someone who always foots the bill. And this is, okay. This could be a lot of us, whether it's past or present. This is someone who feels like they're the black sheep or the scapegoat, but they're actually the golden child. They're the one who feels like that. The funny thing is they feel like they have to do stuff like that in order to be liked by people, when really this shit is natural. It's just natural. Showing up to Thanksgiving high, it definitely sounds like you come from a narcissistic family and they make you feel bad, and I can't show up sober dealing with you people. Yeah? And they have no problem if you're high at the family dysfunction, but you lend them money. That's not they don't even talk about, or if they get high with you, it's not a problem either. Simply piss my pants. I feel like you are the life of the party. That's who I'm talking to. Yeah. They expect this from you all the time. It's if you show up and you are not the life of the party, they almost make you feel like you're wrong. Bully. This is being bullied by your family. Now, I don't know if you turned into one because of this, or if you're the kind of person who bullies the bullies because of this. Tell me about this situation. It looks like somebody was bullied. You were targeted as a child. You could feel like you've been targeted since then, constantly bullied, but this doesn't feel to me like you accept the bullying. This feels like somebody who actually says what needs to be said, and they don't like you for that either. It's a, I can't please all the people, I'm not going to try, but you do though. You catch yourself, it's instinctive for you or natural for you to people please. And even at work in your jobs too, yeah, you're always the number one worker. Yep. And you have had a life of just consistent resistance, we'll say. But it makes you stronger. You love hard, no doubt. You're a master manifester, but you lose things, and it's because, oh God. First off, they need your energy. If you have problems with family, and you leave, let's say that you have a fight and you leave. When you leave, things go wrong in their life. They're not going to tell you this. You'll get that phone call. You can come back and stay. It's because they need something from you. Even if it's laughing or whatever, they need something from you that you bring to the table just by you being you. But then when you need some shit, they're nowhere to be found. They talk shit on you. Possibly even could have said to you, if these are your parents, I wish you were dead at some point. When you're going through struggle, the shit is desolate. They act like you're dead. But when, let's say this, you're going through a bad time in your life and you don't get phone calls from them. It's different now. Why am I not hearing from you? And then boom, there's some kind of settlement or lawsuit that comes through and say you have your mail there, or they could even be for someone that your own father or mother or somebody in your family was the lawyer for the case. Now all of a sudden, if they can't get that shit without you and hope that you die in the process, then they are going to now come up. They talk together. They actually will have a meeting. They're like a gang. They're gang stalkers against you at this point. They will actually have a fucking meeting and construct a plan so that you don't figure out that they're planning on getting money from you. And then the first thing is they have their hand out. And they're bold about it. Well, your money is going to be coming in, or your check came in. I wouldn't mind if you broke us off a little bit, or kicked. Somebody says, somebody's dad talks like that, kicked us off a little bit. All right. They talk about your struggles to everybody in the neighborhood. You walk out of their house and you feel like all eyes are on you. But when it comes to your achievements, it just doesn't, it feels like you have to speak. You talk about that. When you bring up things, they don't want to hear it. When you want to sit there and you want to talk about things that bother you, that they do, the eye roll from someone's mother is enough to make her son or her daughter just want to poke her fucking eyes out. They're waiting for you to go insane so that they can lock you up in some mental facility or something. Now, because there aren't a lot of mental facilities, they could be incorporating that with getting locked up for something illegal and making you look insane so that you wind up in the friggin' mental ward part of jail or prison where they don't get any friggin' treatment. Well, I'm not going to say that. Everybody's different. But if the system was if they were getting the right kind of treatment, shit would be different. Yeah. Always defending yourself, always protecting and defending them, though. They make a lot of enemies, and the reason that they don't care about it is because you always come and defend them or protect them or just say something. You've done this a lot in the past. And they lie. They'll lie about it. Yep, this conversation will come up. Yo, did so-and-so, I heard that, you got robbed or you were getting carjacked or something like that, and so-and-so came up and said this, and it's like, oh, it really didn't happen that way. The story never gets told the way it's supposed to when it comes to you, ever. They lie to a lot of people too. Let's say you drink a little bit, and so does your dad or your mom or your siblings. When they have conversations with other people, they will say that you drink and do drugs. It's a one-up kind of thing constantly. You have a very toxic mother. And a father who possibly gave up his manhood a little bit to her. And I think maybe he takes it out on you. Your dad didn't want children, that's clear. I feel like he was actually interested in a friend of your mother's, possibly. It could be an investigator or...
I look at pictures of myself like this, and I didn't like what I saw. It made me sad.
Whatever this is that you have going on now and where you're at in your life, this is, 100% it stems from what you were around. If you're getting targeted now by people in your community, or you feel like, all right, I'm special, I get it. This bullying thing started since you were a child, it feels like. D or S, E or L, you've been led astray your whole life. There's something that happened with a sled that you never ever got any closure on. Did somebody push you down and somebody hit a fucking tree and split their head open and they just left you there? You did get dealt a bad hand. You actually can say that. Oh my God. You can't even say that around these people. You're never ever allowed to say that something actually happened to you. They will always, always make you, and it's intentional. This shit is intentional. Ugh. Elder. Respect your elders. No. I don't agree with that. Just because you're older than me doesn't mean that you can speak to me disrespectfully and I'm just supposed to sit back and take it. No, fuck that. I can't stand when people act like that. I have had conversations with children who were under the age of 10 that I respected more than I have people who were over the age of 70. Little dick energy. Love doesn't exist. I guess that's the outcome for you with this. I don't blame you. It does, though. Your perception of it or your view of it is so scrambled and distorted. So you have relationships where you and the girlfriends or boyfriends that you have the same type of dynamic. It's normal for you. I also see, this could be chronic, no, chant. I see Chantel or Chanel. Oh, you know what you're going to find out? You're going to find out that your parents were actually involved in a cult back in the day. You may wind up closing your eyes, or your ancestors now are going to wind up, if you're real telepathic like I am, You're going to hear the chant that they chanted over you. It's a death chant. Once they did that, they cursed themselves. Yep, I can hear it. And because your parents are probably older now, you would never have thought that they would have been involved. It's Biggest Loser time. It's Philly's favorite show. Range Rover. Why is this here? Did you have a lot of car accidents or just have a lot of issues with vehicles? They were putting spells on... Yeah, it's not working. Spells for your health, for you to date the wrong people your whole life, death, money. When you understand energy and who you surround yourself with, this is how weird this is, or we just weren't aware of it like we are now. They hurt themselves by putting you like that. Now they want to be around you all the time to check and make sure that the spells are working, and you're spending time with this person, you're putting all this dark energy on. It doesn't make any sense. This is kicking you out of the house, then telling you can come live there, and then you move back in, and 3 days later they're telling you to get out for no reason. It's intentionally trying to drive you insane. There's a person here who was actually institutionalized for no reason. Your family did this shit to you. You're not crazy. They didn't want you to know how freaking gifted that you are. They definitely didn't want you in healthy relationships. This is why you deny, you don't work well in relationships, and you fight all the time. Yeah, it's blow-up fight, too. That seems normal, though. And it's because your dad or your mom would say, oh, this is normal, parents fight, this is what happens when you're married. Lying about some type of money that you come from wealth. You could definitely be someone that was kidnapped from a wealthy family. It could be two of you, twins. Or you and someone that you're with. Oh, this is a karmic female, no doubt. Okay. You must be a male. Your mom, I don't feel like your dad was for something. Your mom loved you with these types because she actually played the role of jealous wife or girlfriend. Well, in her eyes, if she can have someone taken over, it, one, makes her look like she's the hero now, and two, she gets to see you stuck still. Yeah, she would rather have you drinking and partying. This is a mom that'll have you, when you're younger, your friends can come over and drink and smoke and stuff. Don't tell your mom we did this. I want to be the cool mom. I don't feel like the dad got involved with this as much as the mom did, though. This is happening all over the world. She wanted to keep you close. Yeah, this is even paying for things to get fixed on your vehicle, giving you just enough to keep you as close as possible. There's something here about a large sum of money. They could have even have already gotten some of this money, even with you as a child, or they knew something about this. She never wanted you to get married. And it got to the point with someone where your mom became a criminal, where she even started talking you into marrying women that have money, even finding them for you. Whether you realize it or not, these weren't chance meetings all the time with these women. Your mom would actually find women, or even your mom would actually do a lot of the work, whether you knew it or not. And now you're going to look back and go, damn, it seemed like I liked a lot of the females that didn't have a lot. But my mom, she really invested in the ones that did. Your mom's an opportunist. Yep. She didn't want you to be this on your own. There's such a weird thing of, I want you to be codependent. You have to be close enough because we need money for bills, and we're just going to live our lives recklessly because we know now we've groomed you and programmed you to help out your parents before you help out yourself. Yes, rebellious. That's what they'll say. Look at this. I don't want you to be a husband. I don't want you to be a business owner. If you do, though, we're going to constantly put hiccups in your life. We're going to even work with the fucking dirty-ass police to try to get you. We're going to throw you in jail once in a while. Then we can try and hack your accounts while you're in there. But then when we feel like we're running out of money because we realize now that you're the manifester in the family and everything good comes with you, maybe we'll bail you out, or we'll act like we're going to bail you out. Yeah, your parents and some of your family members, it's not all of them, have been your biggest enemies. When I say, because I've done readings about this before, this is a whole other level of enemy. I wouldn't be surprised if, and you know, I think someone's family is going to go with this immediately. Yeah, that's it. If some of your family members were actually swapped out completely, where you may not even, these may not even be what they actually look like. For someone in particular, you don't even have pictures of your family when you were younger with them because they are completely different goddamn people. Even you being kidnapped and then put into another family for whatever reason, or adopted, whatever it was, even they're not the same people. That's how deep this shit goes for somebody to keep you from being who you're supposed to be. I hope this helped for somebody. We're not going nowhere. Love you.